I'm Erika.
I'm Jocelyn, and we are the founders of J&E SmallGoods.
We left our restaurant jobs to have a baby and to start a consumer packaged goods line of sausages and deli meats.
And now we've built a loyal following, and we get to enjoy our time with our daughter, Nina.
I was kind of working as a line cook. It just wasn't something that I was really ever good at. They'd be like, just go cut meat over there in the other room. So then became an apprentice and then opened my own shop called Lindy and Grundy.
I was a writer until I was about 28, and then I just decided to change careers. So I called up Erika's shop and I was like, hey, can I come apprentice? And I loved it. Working in the food industry, until you reach a certain level, it is all hourly work, which really sucks.
When it comes to opening a restaurant, it can get up literally 17 hours a day. So it can be really hard to find that work-life balance.
Both of us always wanted to be moms.
So we were kind of in a hurry to get the building blocks in place and to have some sort of security and stability in our lives and in the workplace so that we could start to focus on that.
That's also the other thing about being a same-sex couple. It's not like, whoops, we're pregnant, let's go with it. It's like we spent a bunch of money and let's go with it. It's planned.
And at that time, Jocelyn and I started having conversations about moving away from what we were doing.
I think knowing you're going to quit your job the same month you're knowingly getting pregnant is a lot. And then a couple months later, we moved out of the city. And then right before the baby was born, we got married. And we started a business.
When we really did make the decision to move on from that job, we started to kind of scramble. We immediately were like, okay, we're really good at making sausage, so that's great. But there are things that work in a business model, and the things that really hurt this business is labor, it's rent. And so it made a lot of sense to go into this consumer packaged goods world. We were in flux for a good 15 months to the actual launch.
We're hustlers at the end of the day. Because we work in this industry, I was kind of like this roving butcher in the city. You just hustle and you pick up a gig.
Yeah.
This gig's for the stroller, this gig's for the crib. We were very conscious about how we were spending.
Raising money for consumer packaged goods line is not a cakewalk. The amount of sacrifices that you make in that process, whether it be moving out of the city and choosing to cook at home, removing some of the day-to-day luxuries, felt more kind of like we're just preparing for something exciting.
We have a really incredible village around us. Erika's mom lives 20 minutes from us now, and grandma saves the day all the time.
When we were launching the current Butcher Girls concept, my mom would have Nina for 5 days to get the systems in place. And that's actually the biggest victory because we are finally now only working 4 days a week. We launched J&E SmallGoods in July of 2019. For a while, Jocelyn and I were driving and dropping off meat to people's homes. And literally the customer, I got this text from her that was like, I just want to let you know that this is so incredibly inspiring. And I literally started crying. I was just like, man, this is why we do what we do.
For me, kind of pivoting to a more entrepreneurial mindset has been really hard for me because I'm like, no, I'll just do it. I'll do all the admin. I'll go cut all the meat too. I think I learned a lot through having a kid because just kind of have to recalibrate.
Being a mom at this point has really allowed me to see where my priorities are. Our baby is our number one priority. To me, if we crush it now, then there will be more time later to enjoy ourselves. Motherhood has really allowed us to push ourselves forward in a way that we wouldn't have had we not become parents.
Thinking about how the business finances have helped me with personal stuff is you learn how to kind of look at it unemotionally. Where you're like, these are the numbers. We got to make the numbers work. So let's just make a call. It's different because we're two women versus a woman and a man in terms of the pay gap.
Not only does the two-woman household actually affect us, also the part of it where I'm not white. So, we struggle to save. Jocelyn and I constantly try to kind of create an alternative structure that allows us to really push past those boundaries. This is our baby Nina. Throughout the course of our careers, we've kind of been the people who are rule breakers. We bend a lot of the stereotypes in place because we refuse to allow it to affect us. There used to be kind of this stigma in the kitchen. Oh, now you're a parent. You're not as hungry as a business owner anymore. And I think that's insane because now it's a matter of life or death because we have someone to provide for.
Plus, we want to make her proud at the end of the day.